What is up, YouTube? It is Matt back with another crypto video today on Stellar XLM. And this first article here out today is major news for Stellar as a Visa-backed blockchain firm embraces Stellar cryptocurrency via a merger. And as a result of this merger, Stellar Lumens now has a new CEO. And if I'm reading this article correctly, a new name. It's no longer Stellar, it is called Interstellar. So I will end this video with this last article here, 5 reasons that Stellar XLM will dominate the financial industry in 2019 and beyond. And again, if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, like it, share it, leave a comment, and let's get right to it because we got some big news to cover today. So the for-profit subsidiary of the Stellar Development Foundation has purchased Chain, which Chain is a venture-backed blockchain startup with some of the biggest names in the enterprise adoption among its customers. As part of the all-cash deal for an undisclosed amount, the San Francisco-based Chain's existing investors include Visa, Nasdaq, and Citi Ventures, and they will all receive a return on their investment, according to the Chain co-founder, Adam Ludwin. Now, a quick note on Citi Ventures here. This news also out today is that Citigroup is to let investors trade custodian-held cryptocurrency. So, Citigroup, which has previously taken a centralized approach to cryptocurrency, will reportedly use a revamped version of the American subsidiary receipts, the ADR, which is a type of security issued since the 1920s that represents securities of a non-U.S. company to let investors indirectly trade crypto. So the ADR allows American citizens to invest in foreign companies while they don't physically hold the stock of the foreign company. They hold an ADR, which represents the value of that stock. So Citigroup is making a asset known as the digital asset receipt, the DAR, which will allow the same thing for cryptocurrencies. While you don't physically own the cryptocurrency or the security, you will own the DAR, which is a representation of its value. And that's big because now that, Citi was a partner with Chain, and Chain now belongs to Stellar. So any trading done in this way will be using the Stellar blockchain and thus adding value to Stellar Lumens or Interstellar Lumens XLM. So, but from a larger perspective, the deal stands out as being one of some of the clearest evidence yet of the blurring of lines between the once firm division between private enterprise blockchain solutions and public blockchains supporting a native cryptocurrency. While enterprises like IBM have recently started to experiment using Stellar's native Lumens XLM cryptocurrency, and Visa, Nasdaq, and Citigroup have all built products with Chain, the merger stands to jumpstart activity between the entities. And this is a quote here from Ludwin, who is now the CEO of Interstellar. All of the clients that we have now effectively shifted from using a traditional database model to using a tokens model, issuing assets on a local environment, said Ludwin, who is now the CEO of the normally formed Interstellar. By partnering with Stellar, you can fire an asset to another institution. Ludwin says the acquisition was for significantly more than $40 million, which $40 million was the original investment into Chain. And adding that the company has had millions in revenue and millions of dollars in the bank, though he declined to share further details. And he further stated that Chain did not need to sell the company. This needed to be a great strategic move and a great return, and it was both. In addition to Ludwin taking over as CEO of the new Interstellar company, Stellar creator Jed McCaleb will take over as the Chief Technical Officer. McCaleb, who is also a co-founder of Stellar's competitor Ripple and founder of the closed Mt. Gox cryptocurrency exchange, will continue his duties at the foundation to help facilitate development on the open source Stellar code. The Lumens cryptocurrency is now valued at Forbes had a typo here, a moment of dyslexia, as Stellar was 20 cents each, not 2 cents, with a total market cap of $3.9 billion. As part of the deal, Chain's existing enterprise customers using its Chain Core software for permissioned blockchains, including Visa, Nasdaq, and Citigroup, will now be served by the Interstellar form. Fintech customers, CloudWalk and LPS, which is a French insurance company that use Chain's Sequence Cloud storage services, will also move to Interstellar. Formally, the acquisition is being made by the for-profit branch of the Stellar Development Foundation called Lightyear. The Chain and Lightyear brands will both be retired as a result of the deal. At launch, Interstellar will be will employ 60 people with a headquarters in San Francisco and offices in New York City. Ludwin compares the permissioned blockchain environments running with Chain's existing clients as a layer that will sit on top of the public blockchain platform created by Stellar and powered by the Lumen cryptocurrency, a trading service expected to launch soon called Stellar X, and similarly named to something Ripple created, I would assume, for crypto assets created on the Stellar blockchain, will also move under the Interstellar umbrella. Last year, Visa announced it had launched the first phase of a B2B payments network powered by Chain, and Nasdaq and Citi revealed a separate joint project for a cross-border payment using Chain. While Ludwin later said that he had 6 similar networks in various stages of development, he has now described a number of obstacles preventing further growth. Specifically, he says Chain was unable to bring new customers together without a public network, and his company briefly considered launching its own public blockchain. But when McCaleb last year launched Lightyear as a way to lure partners in to build on Stellar, Ludwin said the pair reevaluated their trajectories. Chain and Stellar had equal and opposite problems, said Ludwin, problems they now believe can best be solved together. The merger points out the larger concern in the blockchain space of how permission networks can interoperate with other platforms. While the U.S. Depository Trust and Clearing Corporations built its soon-to-be-launched blockchain platform to interoperate with the public Ethereum blockchain, the Chain merger shows another possible path forward. Chain's team has led the market for enterprise adoption of blockchain technology, said McCaleb in a statement, which is a critical component of building a future where money and digital assets move over open protocols. So certainly, this is very, very big news for Stellar or Interstellar and XLM, as this partnership just adds a ton more partners. Visa, Nasdaq, Citigroup, and Citi has the 4th largest bank in America by assets. So it's certainly a major partnership for Interstellar. So this last article I have for you here, 5 reasons Stellar XLM will dominate the financial industry in 2019 and beyond. The first part of this article just kind of hypes up Stellar and tells you about it, so I'll get right into the 5 points. IBM's boost for Stellar with the blockchain WorldWire. The relationship between Stellar and IBM's blockchain WorldWire has far-reaching implications globally. This has cemented Stellar as the next global financial system. The 2 partners that have been working on several projects, and the BWW has got the entire blockchain industry watching, and this has sent XLM holders into early celebrations. Simply put, the collaboration will make the XLM coin the transaction vehicle, and given the IBM global market penetration, the coin will be the biggest gainer. As more investors join the BWW project, XLM usability will increase, busting its market liquidity, with increased value being the end game. Transaction costs and speeds have always limited growth potentials for many coins, but for Stellar, the story is different. So point number 2, Stellar XLM is affordable business. After being put in the global market by IBM, the lowly priced coin will have the investor appeal for worldwide transactions. Compared to its competitors in the market, Stellar cost for transacting is the lowest, with a base fee of 0.00001 XLM and 0.5 XLM reserve. These are the best rates any investor cannot resist. Bank rates are currently on the higher side, and integrating with the Stellar system will drastically bring the cost of doing business, and more adopters are likely to onboard the ecosystem. The partnership will also give more users access to banking services in a decentralized atmosphere. Point number 3, Stellar ALM and KYC compliance. And if you're unfamiliar with those acronyms, ALM is the anti-money laundering rules. The purpose of the AML rules is to help detect and report suspicious activity, including the predictorate offenses of money laundering and terrorist financing. So KYC is the Know Your Customer compliance, refers to the due diligence activities that financial institutions and other regulated companies must perform to ascertain relevant information from their clients for the purpose of doing business with them. So back to the article. One of the reasons why investors are shying away from blockchain mass adoption is the AML and KYC requirements. Stellar has met the threshold and given the investor the confidence they are seeking. More and more startups are more likely to identify with the compliance system, and Stellar is becoming their legitimate safe haven. The address system on the platform works well with other AML and KYC approved platforms. This way, illegitimate transactions cannot be performed on its ecosystem, and this has made the dark web operatives keep off of the system, paving the way for institutions and individuals looking to do clean business. Stellar XLM price value proposition, point number 4. For anyone looking for decentralized application development platform, Stellar is the best since internal transaction fees are dictated by prevailing market price of the XLM coin. The low XLM price is an entry point for any developer who is focused on early adoption for long-term investment. And then the rest of this article kind of summarizes how Stellar has been performing recently as far as price in the market. So that will wrap up this video. If you guys enjoyed it, remember to hit the subscribe button, like it, share it, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys later.